Hey everyone, it's Jaya, and our question today is, what is the #1 sex toy for men? So again, I had a question about what's the #1 sex toy for women, and I'm going to answer this a similar way. This is a question I can't answer because you've got to answer it for yourself. Everybody is very different. We're wired differently. We have different fantasies. We're going to love different kinds of sensation based upon early experiences or how we've wired ourselves for pleasure. So you really have to experiment and play with different toys to see what works best for your body. Now, a great place to start, and if I were to say what #1 sex toy is, it's your own brain. So what do you fantasize about? If you're a man who fantasizes a lot about intercourse, you might want to try a sleeve, some kind of masturbation sleeve where you get to that sensation of having your penis inside of something. If you're a man who really loves a lot of friction on your penis, you might just like a washcloth as something that you use while you're self-pleasuring. You might use your own hand with lubrication or without lubrication. You might like to watch erotica while you're self-pleasuring. You might enjoy anal toys while you're self-pleasuring, like a prostate toy or something that you're using that stimulates the root of your penis as well as internally in your prostate. And you're playing with that, and as you reach orgasm, you pull it out. So it's really about finding what turns you on. What is your inclination already erotically? Do you get turned on more by kinky play or by the idea of having your genitals tied up? Then ropes would be your #1, or a chastity device. That might be your #1 thing. Or a feather if you're more energetically inclined. So there could be any number of things depending upon how you're wired erotically, and really using those things and experimenting and playing with your own body to find out what it is. Now, one thing I will say about this, about experimenting with your own body, is that you've probably already developed a masturbation habit or a way that you do it all the time. And so that habit then informs what turns you on the most. And what I would invite you to do is actually try something new and see if you like it a little bit, and start to weave it into the pattern that you've already developed in your body. Start to weave it into the fantasy that maybe you've already developed in your mind. And then that item actually becomes more pleasurable, and you get to switch things up a little bit. So I would highly advise switching things up when it comes to your own self-pleasure. Okay, until next time, fill your life with pleasure.